So hi everyone, like I said before, my name is Sophia Ludthe. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Gladstone, New Jersey. And today I have a story I'd like to share. This past year, I traveled to California for an environmental conference organized by the Turning Green organization. Along with 12 other high school and college students from around the world, we spent a week listening to a series of environmental speakers and discussing different pressing environmental issues. The first day of the conference, we took a field trip to a beautiful organic farm and spirituality center called Green Gulch, right next to the Pacific Ocean. The whole scene was incredibly quiet and peaceful, unlike anything I had ever experienced before. And yet, something felt very wrong. The air that we were breathing in, air that was supposed to be among the cleanest and most pure in the country, was filled with smoke as we walked around with ventilation masks across our faces. The California wildfires, fueled by climate change, were tearing through the state, leaving behind massive amounts of destruction, filling the air with smoke, and uprooting the lives of thousands of people. So here we were in this spiritual space in a beautiful nature preserve during an environmental conference. And already, the very dire consequences of climate change had become so real, something that we could see and smell in the smoke-filled air surrounding us. Last year I had a similar experience, only this time I was in an entirely different country, halfway around the world. I was in India, visiting the Gandhi Museum in New Delhi, when my friend told me that I had to put on a similar ventilation mask, since air quality levels in the city had reached dangerous levels. I couldn't help but notice that this poor air quality was nearly identical to what I had experienced in California. But in California, this poor air quality was making news headlines and was cited as some evidence of the most extreme consequences of climate change if we fail to take immediate action. Meanwhile, the poor air quality in India has become the accepted status quo in the country, a status quo that isn't making news headlines. To me, this gets at the heart of why it is so fundamentally important that now more than ever before, we begin to take bold and significant environmental action. Environmental issues are no longer just environmental issues, but instead they are deeply entangled with other complex issues related to social justice and privilege. It is the countries with the resources and the technology, the countries with the greatest ability to make significant changes to our energy and transportation systems, that have the greatest responsibility to do so. Given the magnitude of the environmental crisis we are currently facing, it should be no surprise that bold, dramatic measures such as the Green New Deal are being proposed. Now it is up to our country to decide whether we have the political will to make this change a reality. To quote Greta Thunberg, the 16-year-old climate activist and hero, and the reason why we're all here today, we've had 30 years of pep talking and selling positive ideas. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't work. Because if it would have, the emissions would have gone down by now. They haven't. And yes, we do need hope, of course we do. But the one thing we need more than hope is action. Once we start to act, hope is everywhere. So instead of looking for hope, look for action. Then and only then, hope will come. Thank you.